Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vanilla Skyblock, Episode 3. So, a lot has gone on since the last episode, and what happened with this right here is I had the clips recorded, and it was one of those things where I didn't reset the Xbox. The Xbox had been on for a while, and I came back to look at my clips after I recorded everything and get the video started and cut together. And the clips were like 17 seconds and 14 seconds, and so we lost out on the build of this gravity grinder. But we will go over that in a moment. So the pack updated. I was doing some testing and checking around, and these guys now have things for sale. So we can buy cactus and kelp and all kinds of different things. We could buy saplings from them. We can also get a brown mushroom, which is something that we are going to keep an eye out for. So one thing that I'm going to need to do so I can trade with these guys is get some feathers and have some emeralds on hand for the next time one of these guys spawns in the base area. So let's get rid of this wandering trader for now, as we don't really need him. Get out of here. You will notice that the textures are a little different in the world. I did download the Faithful texture pack, which kind of softens everything up. Looks a little nicer, and I really like this texture pack. I don't typically play with one, but I wanted to see what it all looked like, and we're going to record this video at least today in the Faithful texture pack. It just kind of smooths out all the different blocks. Now, I left this up. This was my attempt to build an old school Skyblock mob farm, and I started building this thing around. You can see we have the stone here as the layout of where we were going to wrap this thing all the way around the base. But with the latest changes to Minecraft, half slabs let light in, so this thing is pretty much useless. Which is why we went to build this thing. Now I'm going to leave this up for now, because I need to get up there and shut this thing off and get a zombie villager ready for curing. I've been talking about it in the Discord, and one of the things I want to do, kind of end-game goals for me, is to cure a zombie villager, turn it into a cleric, and get myself a full suit of diamond armor and enchant it. That's down the road, future down the road. What else? The main base area, we've got the circle going all the way around the base, and this is going to be pretty much the platform in which we do everything on. I'm growing these vines here. I started this little vine farm so I can get some mossy stone mixed in with this. I do like the nether brick mixture, and let's see, this right here is a cobblestone generator. If we can stand in the right spot, we can come here and we can mine cobblestone for days, and we've been mining a ton of cobblestone. I have a bunch of stone smelted up in here. We chopped down a bunch of trees. That's something that we need to get set up. I need to get more cobblestone to fill in the rest of this area. We've got all kinds of things we need to do. This farm has been working away. We're collecting quite a few things in here, including fish, and looks like squid are spawning. We've had a few witches die. Spiders don't always die, and witches don't always die from the fall damage. So what I've done is I put the glass in here so we can see, and then I have the stairs on the corner so we can actually reach in here and kill anything that may survive. So we've got quite a decent amount of drops going all the way around. And one of kind of the Skyblock achievements is to make a bed. So I've done that. Now I don't have to worry about phantoms. Building this platform was quite a pain. When it would become nighttime, I'd just go hide in the nether for a little bit, or build myself a little barricade out here, and we would hide. So I've packed away all of the items that we've had from all the different explorations in the last videos. I've kind of sorted out all my farming materials in one, And then we have, our monster spawners that we've bought and a couple of chicken and cow eggs in here. We have all of our nether items in here that we are going to use throughout the base build. And then, of course, we have some of our richities here. Eventually, this stuff will all move. And I think since this is kind of the main center point of the island, we're going to have our storage in these chests here that I've marked out, which have nothing in them. Now, the next thing I kind of want to do is I would like to build up a chicken and a cow farm so that we can get emeralds and we can continue to get iron. The thing is, I'm going to be using the mob spawners, so I need to build them in such a way that we can collect the items and they won't look god-awful. Originally, my plan was to go up right in here somewhere and just build a square like that, but down low. And I was messing around with building a frame, and it's just very, very bulky. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that. For symmetry's sake, we may very well build one over here and one over, on this side, and then one on the other side. And then, of course, one on the back side, which would require me to get 2 more spawners, another chicken and another cow egg. I think that would be, for symmetry's sake, at least the nicest. But I also want to be able to kind of be standing in one spot for all of these farms to be active. That up there obviously is active. You can see the mobs dying. Yeah, so now I need to do a little bit of planning. I'm probably going to make a big cut here and just build the farms. It's going to be the same thing that I had kind of right behind these chests earlier on. But we tore it all down. It looked god-awful. And that is part of the reason why I put the chickens and stuff in there, so we could buy 2 more monster spawners. One last thing that I want to talk about just before we cut away and start building the spawning chambers is my endgame goal. So we have been talking about curing a zombie. For that, we need a splash potion of weakness. For that, we need a couple blaze rods to brew a potion. The problem is, I have not found any chunks inside my nether that will allow for me to spawn in blazes to get the 2 blaze rods that I need. If you guys don't know, the splash potion of weakness only needs a fermented spider eye in the water bottles to create the potion of weakness. We actually don't need any nether wart, or we don't need to make any mundane potions or anything like that to start the process. The splash potion of weakness is the only potion that needs that, and hopefully right now I will be putting up the picture of the potions so you guys can see the little chart. But there's another guy in there. Look, he just spawned in my mob spawner. Hey, you got melon seeds, but that's it. Anyway, we're going to need 2 blaze rods, and I have done some extensive work in the creative world that I did, placing platforms and things like that, trying to get a blaze to spawn, and I could not get it to work. So my question to you is, should I just bump this world onto creative and grab myself 2 blaze rods to do this project? Otherwise, it kind of gets rid of everything we're trying to do. Or do I spend hour upon hour pretty much in creative trying to slab up the whole nether or place blocks to find hopefully one spot that a blaze will spawn in? What do you guys think? Let me know. And it's time to go build a mob farm. So we've done quite a bit since the last cutscene. You'll see that there is now a path that kind of goes around the whole exterior of the base. I got rid of the chests that were sitting right here, and we have kind of divided the things up. We have wood in this chest. We had all my dirt in this chest, which is in my inventory right now. I have kind of my sand and snowballs in here. We have all of our farming stuff in here, with the exception of a couple of dyes. I have all of my nether stuff in here. We have all of our valuables in here. We did go take all the cod and get some more gold ingots. We got some more spawn chicken and spawn cows. Got all my different blocks in here. And then just kind of miscellaneous items here. Now I took the cobblestone generator map and I built a item frame and put it up here. Just thought that would be a neat place to put it. And then we have put these chests here, which have hoppers above them, and then there's minecart hoppers above them. And we are farming cows on this side and chickens on this side. If we take a step back across this path that I built, you'll see that we have 2 boxes basically set up for the different farms. And then if we wrap ourselves around the backside, we have a similar setup kind of ready to go. While I was up there, I just went ahead and did it. But we're going to need a fair amount of diamonds. The spawners are 20 each, so we need 40 of those. Each stack of charcoal gives us 5. So we need 4 stacks of charcoal. There's 8 stacks total to get what we need for the mob spawners. While I was doing all of this work around here, filling this in, I forgot to light up the area above the vines here, and I had 3 zombies spawn. And they are the zombie villagers, so this is part of what we want to do for the end game. So the next thing I want to do is kind of go around this path and plant my trees in, and we're going to need to extend this path out by a little bit. This path is going to be a 3 block wide. And we're going to have paths coming off of here going to the center, just like the one to the Nether Portal. So we'll place all these trees in. I think what I'm going to do is grow some spruce trees to get the charcoal needed for the mob spawner, so we can have a chicken farm, or a secondary chicken farm and cow farm going. We do have some emeralds put aside. We have had a few wandering traders spawn, nothing with anything too good. I am looking for a birch sapling as well as a brown mushroom, so we'll see what happens. What I might have to do is get one of the monster spawners that I need and set up a box like this, but don't have the killing chambers set up, and then I can spawn the wandering traders in there and trade with them. That'll cost me 10 diamonds for the egg, and then what I can do is I can just replace it with a chicken or a cow once I'm done. And we will kill these spiders in here. So now we have a fair amount of trees set up. I think, let's see, where is my wood chest? Right here. So I do have 5 spruce saplings, and if we took 4 of these out, we could grow a big spruce tree. And we could grow some jungle trees, and we could get the bigger saplings of those as well. But I think what I want to look at doing is in the corners. How do? Maybe in this corner? I'd have to move the furnaces, because we have this corner here. Let's just start right here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we come across here like so. What I want to have is little patches of dirt like so, where we can set up, spruce or oak tree grew, nice. Where we can have our 4 basic farms just set up. And we are going to need more dirt, which means we're going to need more charcoal to buy the grass blocks from higher in the nether. And I do have a spot right here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, this should be the middle here. Give me that dirt block, thank you. We should be able to place a water source in here, but actually we need a, that's not right. Where did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 1, 1, and 1. Oh, okay. Well, way off. I need to set up an infinite water source before I do this, or I will not have the availability of water anymore. So let's break all these. And that used quite a bit of dirt for this. So this is basically a 9x9 patch, so it uses 80 dirt blocks for each one. I guess, where's my valuables? Here's my second bucket. So we could set up just a temporary infinite water source right here. If we place that there and that there, we can have a bucket like so. And that'll go in there. And then we need you. And we can come through and till all of this land. Where are we at? There we go. Hopefully this will hold out for the tilling and all of these blocks will get hydrated. And what do we want to plant? Carrots, potatoes. I'm going to do beetroot and wheat. So we'll do them all. Just so we have the farms. And we'll place that back in there. What do we have the least of? So we've got 40 carrots. 22 beetroot seeds. We have 19 seeds. And then we have 39 potatoes. So we're going to start out with the seeds. And that's just because I just traded a bunch of them for the cow spawn eggs. And we'll plant all of this down like so. And now this can grow and we can just come and gather this to our heart's content. I think what I'm going to do is put a little border around each one of these, and then we're going to have to fill all this area in with stuff, but I don't know exactly what I want to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another patch over here, a patch over there, and a patch over there. Let's see, this is 60 blocks here. If we do that there, this will get us, that should be 2 patches of dirt there, and then we're shy, what is that, 67 more blocks of dirt. So a stack and a bit, and I think he gives 10 for 48 charcoal, which I have some charcoal somewhere. So I can go get 2 more patches of grass. So yeah, we're gonna break away. I think we're gonna grow a fair few spruce trees so we can get a bunch of wood quickly. We're gonna smelt it all down, and that is a giant oak tree right there. Look at that thing. And that's what we're gonna start on, so I can get these in each corner. And I'm just trying to get some wandering traders to spawn in and try to get a mushroom as well. Once we get 1 brown mushroom, that's all we need. One thing I forgot to mention in the last clip was we moved the Nether Portal. We expanded it out by a block and we dropped it down so we didn't have to go up to it. This way it was at the same level as the path. Now we have done quite a bit of work. We've been on here for a couple of hours. I bought some grass, obviously, to get the sweet berries planted down. We built all of the planters like I was talking about. And we put some barrels at the base here so we can harvest, the wheat, and the seeds can go in a box. We did that for the beetroot over here as well. And then we did the same thing for the potatoes here, because we have poisonous potatoes and then regular potatoes eventually. This is fully planted. Now the last thing that we have to do is this area in here. And so we will go ahead and till all of the soil. We did harvest a spruce tree so we could have the nice little spruce planks all the way around. We put up kind of an oak fence with some lanterns, make it look a little homely. This lantern right here in the center did not cover the light that needed in the corner, and I actually had a couple of skeletons spawn in on me. So we got that taken care of. We'll till the last little bit here, and then we will plant the carrots that we have. And we'll let these farms grow. So the basic or the traditional challenges in Skyblock are setting up farms like this. There are getting wool and the different colors of wool and the different colors of dye and things like that. Some of those things we are not going to do. You know, I'm just playing this kind of the way I would like to. We're building things as I kind of see fit. Eventually, this whole area will be filled in at this level that I'm standing on. We're growing a ton of trees around. Let's see, we got a planter right there for the spruce trees that we're messing with. And then I've went ahead and added in these barrels with some item frames. And I've sorted out kind of all these different chests. We just went through them. They're obviously collecting more materials. So we have gunpowder and bones. We have the different types of fish, spider eyes and rotten flesh, and then we have arrows and string. The excess items that we get are going to be put in this chest here, so nautilus shells. We did get some potions. We got some glass bottles, all the different witch drops. I put the sticks in with the rest of the wood stuff. And then over here in this chest, I have my ink sacs that we have been collecting both in the cow farm as well as the gravity grinder. Now if we look, we don't have a lot of fish spawning in this side of the farm, but we are taking the feathers and we have turned them in for some emeralds. I've got a couple of golden apples prepared for those two zombie villagers over there. What else did I do? I bought myself a sea pickle from a wandering trader. That could be another farm that we set up. As far as farms that we have left that we need to kind of get going, we need a sugarcane farm, some sort of cactus farm, a melon farm, and a pumpkin farm. And we could do like a chicken farm for the eggs. And since we have a little bit of redstone, what do we need? We need a couple of hoppers, we need a dispenser, we need a comparator, so we need a piece of nether quartz. We could make an auto chicken cooker, but realistically, I mean, we got plenty of stuff to eat in that chest. If you were looking, we got plenty of beef right here, as well as what's being generated here. Now, I did move the vines that I had up here. They were also in this chest? No, they were in the wood chest down at the bottom. So, and we just did that as we were coming across here. It was right in line with this, so they weren't growing anymore. I moved the furnaces over here, just temporary setup. I'm not actually sure where I'm going to put these guys. Eventually, we're going to widen out this path, so it is a 3-block wide path going all the way around the entirety of the base. And then, like I said, we're going to fill this area in all the way around these different farms. So what I've got left to do really is figure out where I want to put these 4 kinds of farms. I think, I'm not sure if it still holds true, but I think combining these two into one farm make them slightly faster. And then we could sit here and AFK enough to get more redstone. To make kind of an automated with pistons and things like that. The other thing that we can do is we can turn, you know, the villager into a cleric, or the zombie villager, and when we turn him into a cleric, we can trade redstone as well as lapis. But that is kind of dependent upon what you guys think. Again, I'm asking, should we just grab a couple of blaze rods and eliminate a ton of needless time in there? I've spent a couple of hours in creative placing platforms and trying to find a spot for blaze to spawn in, and it doesn't seem like there's any place. Chunk base, I looked on there and there was one little chunk that it said could potentially be a nether fortress, but I spawned a platform all the way around that area and never really did find anything, so I'm kind of concerned that we're not going to find blazes. I could turn this world into creative. Obviously, when we unlock the full potential at the very start of the game, this map, when it was made, you can't have achievements on. They use different things to spawn in the different, Saf and higher in the Nether. So we could come into settings here and we could change all of this stuff here. Achievements can't be earned in this world anyway. So we could break through the barrier blocks and then go see what the rest of the Nether holds and find a Nether fortress and get some blaze rods, but it would be just as easy to dump a couple in our lap. So, not sure what I'm going to do there, but we have spent enough time building and doing all kinds of things. So I think for me today, that is going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you're new. All of the links are in the description below on how to follow me and join the Discord and all of those things. And we will see you guys on the next one.